Keenan Channels here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty, and today we're taking a look at lot number 33 in Hamilton Estates in Romney, West Virginia. This is an 8-acre lot, and it's pretty neat. So I'm standing here on the subdivision road, as you can see, nice gravel road. There's electric coming back through here, so you got electric. Right there's the electric pole. Right there's the driveway, like where my sign is, it goes on the lot, and we'll walk down there in a minute. So super easy for the electricity. But from where I'm standing at here, it's about a quarter mile down to Fox's Hollow Road, and that's where the subdivision gate is. So this is a gated community. It's got an electronic gate, so you're only about a quarter mile off the state maintained road here, and probably just maybe 3/4 of a mile off the paved road. So definitely less than a mile off of pavement right here. Really nice road coming up in here. This is a newer development. Like, the development's almost 20 years old, but the recession hit this place hard and nothing happened in here for a long time. So Hamilton Estates is on both sides of Fox's Hollow Road, and on this side, which I guess would be the west side of Fox's Hollow Road, I don't know that there's anybody that lives over here in this section all the time. I mean, everything's kept nice, but it's really quiet over here, and there's not a whole lot going on. But as I'm looking down the road this way, say the property goes down about as far as the second electric pole you can see there. And here it goes kind of like right up over the hill and just a little bit past that next electric pole there you see. And that's where it stops you. That's the far end of it there. But I'll show you what this thing does. And the view here, like you're looking into, that's kind of south-facing view looking into Romney Mountain. And that's Romney Mountain there, and that's the view that you're going to have. So you're kind of down looking up, but you're looking into the mountain, if that makes sense. But so 8 acres, and probably one of the better features about this lot, there's already a driveway on it, which is a big deal. It's huge. So I'm calling this a driveway. I don't know if the people put this in or if this was just an old logging road that was here, but you'll see my pickup sitting down here in a minute. But look here, comes right in like this. And the property, so it goes from, it has a bunch of frontage along the subdivision road there. Then it rolls down in this real shallow hollow down here. So there's this nice wide shallow hollow that runs all the way through the property this way. And then it rolls up out of that little shallow hollow onto a narrow ridge. And let me show you where I'm standing here. You can kind of see the view as I zoom in there on Romney Mountain. So as we come in here, and this lot has some nice trees on it. It's got some really big oak trees scattered on it, and there's a nice big cedar tree you got right there. Nice variety of timber on this lot. But as we come down in here, I would probably say, I mean, there's a multitude of places you could build on this lot, but I'd probably kind of be building, right in here, right off this little road in on the bank. You have something with a basement, and you're facing towards Romney Mountain there and facing down that little hollow. But if you want to come on back in here, that's fine too. We'll just walk down the little path here. As you can see, my truck's sitting there. And I mean, the way this thing stands now, you could probably pull a pickup down in here with a little camper if you were good at backing it around here and set it here from day one. Look at the size of some of these trees in here. And this little hollow here is just really gentle. I mean, you could just take off down through here and walk all the way down through this hollow, because we're kind of, if you're looking at the property from the road this way, where we're at, we're all the way kind of over to the left-hand side. So if you were to take off and start walking down this hollow, it would take you a while to get down to the property line headed south, which you're facing, when you're looking at the view here, you're facing due south. So I'll just try to point out a couple things here. Big, huge white oak tree right there. But there's this path that comes down here on this ridge, and I'll show you, like it's really strange how this lot kind of goes from, like, everything from the subdivision road this way is all like big hardwoods and stuff, like real open oak forest. And then, like, kind of once you get here on this ridge, it kind of turns into pines and like some scrubby oaks and stuff like that. It's an excellent bedding area for deer. I mean, the deer are just insane on this lot. It's ridiculous how many deer there are. But I want to show you what the property line does here. So I'm going to zoom in there. You see a posted sign on the tree. Actually, on this side of the posted sign a little bit is the property line that comes through here. And that property line kind of skirts right across the crown of this ridge. So you got part of the ridge on this property is for sale, and the other part of the ridge on lot 34 that's next door here. But one thing I will tell you, lot 34, the building site's all the way down across this steep side and over there, because I just sold it and there's a building site already on that lot. But so even though the property line's up here on this ridge, it's kind of somewhat infeasible for anybody. I mean, it's obviously they could walk up here or whatever, but nobody's going to build anything right against your property line here, because just geographically it doesn't make sense and it's kind of impossible. So as we walk out through here, just keep that in mind. You're kind of sharing the ridge here with this lot over here and then the next lot down, but you're kind of really not in a geographic sense. So let's just kind of take off and let me show you here. I mean, the little driveway comes back in here from like the subdivision road to where my truck's at's probably 100 yards at most. So short pull for electricity. Maybe you're pulling the electric 300 feet if you just want to put a camper here or something for now. But there's also another pretty big wide, like spot right in here. But where I'm at right here is about as far as you can take a vehicle, because the path kind of gets smaller as we go out through here. But let you size this up. But the driveway's just kind of going in front of my truck, just angling out that way to the subdivision road. Look at the size of the trees. I mean, there's some really, really big hardwoods in here. But I'm going to walk you down this ridge for a little ways and kind of show you how nice this is. I'm going to try not to walk too fast. Now, I'll say this. So the outfit who surveyed this development weren't very good. They didn't mark stuff very well. They set the corners, and that was about it. But somebody had come back in here and flagged this lot. You'll see some little wire flags in the ground, and I come through and put ribbons on, and that's jiving with my Onyx or whatever, and it's jiving with this corner down here. So I just kind of wanted to show you as we're walking down this path what the line does here. But see how thick, this is all like oak scrub in here. It's weird. It's like you get out a, big wide open forest and you get into some of this oak scrub. And then there's some nice pretty loblolly, you'll see the tops of them. There's some nice big pretty loblolly pines in here. And somebody planted those. I mean, those are planted pines for sure. So let me walk you down the little path here. I mean, there is a path here. If you see where I tied the ribbon here to give everybody a guide, so we're coming down through here. There's like a four-wheeler path here. It wouldn't take much to drive my pickup down here. But here's what I gotta show you. This is what's important. So if you're coming down this little path, you see my ribbon's kind of like right in the middle of the path right here. So, and like a dum-dum, I kind of forgot to bring the plow. I had the file on my desk and forgot it. But if you're looking at the plat of this thing, we're on the far left-hand side of it if you're looking at it from the road. And this point right here, so this is actually legit marked. You'll see how I tied a ribbon to that piece of rebar right here in the middle of the path. This is where lots 34, and I don't know what the lot number down here is, but from this point, then the line kicks over to the left a little bit. So you're kind of getting more of the ridge a little bit, the way the property line goes once you're down here. But I just wanted to point that out, and that is a corner there. Like, so if you're looking at the left-hand property boundary, where the two lots to the left meet this lot, that's what this corner is right here. But basically, you got this whole, like, basically the right-hand side of this ridge top all the way out through here, rolls down into the shallow hollow and back over to the subdivision road. So, pretty gentle, 8 acres, gated community, driveway pretty much in place, electric within, 100 yards of your build site. It's been perked. There's all these lots were perked. Nice trees on this lot. You want to hunt, you want to shoot, want to ride an ATV. There's pretty good ATV ride out from here. So in other words, you can ride your ATVs on roads in West Virginia as long as there's no lines on them. So from here, you can kind of go out and do ATV ride out for a pretty good ways. But for under $50,000 at $49,900, this is going to be really hard to beat. And I hope I didn't move too fast in here and make anybody sick. But I'll say this. When the leaves are off here in about 6 weeks, and you're up on this little ridge here that I'm on, you're going to be able to see really good back to the east as well from up here. And I think your view of Romney Mountain here to the south is going to be like 10 times better than it is now, and it's pretty good as it stands. So this is a good one. I mean, if you're looking for as much bang for your buck as you can get for under 50 grand, this will be the one. Come check it out.